Welcome back. This video is all about Lightning Lane. So if you already have the basics, feel free to meet me in the parks down at time marker 443. Otherwise, I'll show a full walkthrough of my day and the night before. Enjoy!
So it's midnight, but you know what? We just booked a trip to Wilderness Lodge just for a little staycation. So we're going to go ahead and select Lightning Lane Multi-Pass for tomorrow. We're going to go to Magic Kingdom. I will go ahead and show you these the other three parks, what they're looking like for a Sunday. Multi-Pass for Magic Kingdom is $32 with Mine Train at $12. Tron is not available, but that's predictable. It looks like Guardians is available, Rise is available, and Flight of Passage. So Tron's the only one not available. Once I select a multi-pass for Magic Kingdom, I'm not able to select a multi-pass in any of the other three parks. That's because once you kind of clock into the first three, you can start scheduling them as you've used them into whichever park you're going to next. We're going to go ahead and hit continue. And me. And you're going to select your first of three. For me personally, it's Big Thunder, or Space Mountain, or Peter Pan's. Let's do Pirates. Okay, we're going to do Buzz because it's got a little refresher. You're going to continue. So right now it looks like we have a good time. Okay. And we'll keep checking back for this. Hey, okay, so we're back to square one because I've been playing around with the multi-pass Lightning Lane system for Magic Kingdom tomorrow, and it is not looking like there are any available starting in the morning time. So we're going to actually head to Animal Kingdom instead of Magic Kingdom. We're going to select Flight of Passage, continue. We're going to try our luck over here, make sure you are the person who is selected or you've selected the correct amount of people in your party. Okay, great. So Animal Kingdom is unlike the other three parks with multi-pass because it does not have a tiered system where you select one of the top tier rides and two of the lower tiered rides. So let's see. I think that's because there's not a whole lot of experiences in Animal Kingdom right now. I'm sure when others come along like Indy, they potentially could change that. But for now, for the purposes of this video, this is what we're doing. I would suggest selecting Expedition Everest if you have a family who is wanting to ride together, but since it's just me, I know that there's a single rider line that I could potentially join, so I'm not going to select this one. Instead, I'm going to select Safari, Navi, and Zootopia.
I'm going to take a moment here and say that if you wanted to apply this kind of concept to another park, at Epcot, the single rider lines are Remy and Test Track. At Magic Kingdom, there's kind of one at Space Mountain, but it's not really that well advertised. And at Hollywood Studios, it's single riders are Rise, Smuggler's Run, and Rockin'.
Although I will tell you that Rockin' has stopped their single rider lines at some point because I was there on Thursday and they had just kind of like temporarily cut it off because the wait time was too high. So that can happen. So that's just something to be aware of. I would actually at this point, since the Muppets just took it over, I would use a Lightning Lane for Rockin' over in Hollywood Studios. Oh, okay, great. So these are looking a little better. Of course, you can come in here and modify and keep looking. And then all we have to do is check out. And now we can just check Lightning Lane passes. Yep, that looks a lot better. Sometimes with last minute trips, it's okay to be flexible of where we start. We'll see you tomorrow in Animal Kingdom.
Okay, it is exactly 11 o'clock. Finally, in the parking lot. I had a lot to do this morning, so we'll see how well these fast passes work. I'm going through security, and it's 11:08.
see how long this takes because my fast pass ends at 11:10, so I can be a couple minutes late, but that is literally perfect timing because I am just now getting to the parks.
A little way and then put it back. Like wait for the effect to finish before scanning.
We made it. It's like 11:15, and I just want to stop and look at some of these carvings, but I don't have a whole lot of time to do that right now, so I'm going to keep walking. Okay, I don't have a lot of time in the queue, and the show is about to start, but if you come early, I would highly suggest looking around.
Okay, that was really cute. Our next one is at Kilimanjaro Safari, but we're going to go ahead and check for a lightning lane in Magic Kingdom for later tonight, because after we leave Animal Kingdom today, we're going to go check into our resort and then kind of, regroup before we're heading into Magic Kingdom for the night. So let's go ahead and look, change park, Magic Kingdom. Big Thunder's at 8:20.
Okay, so this is like later me as I'm editing this. I don't know what happened here. I thought that I had Big Thunder. I went through the entire thing and it just didn't save. So I think that someone else might have gotten that lightning lane reservation, and then I just didn't see another one for literally the rest of the night. So I did not end up going to ride Big Thunder on this day. But anyways, side note, sometimes it doesn't work out the way that you think it's going to, and that's okay.
Welcome, so welcome aboard.
Okay, our safari is coming to an end, so I'm gonna go ahead and jump on here and book Festival of the Lion King. And that's where we will head to next. Festival of the Lion King is my favorite stage show on Disney World property. In its house at Harambe Theater. Since it's close to 1 p.m., this is a great use of the lightning lane, so let's go inside.
Thank you. Okay, real quick, before I step into the Lion King show, I went ahead and wanted to show you that I booked Expedition Everest just in case the single rider isn't available or the line is backed up or whatever. This way we're sure to ride it with a lightning lane. And now I'm going to go ahead and book into Magic Kingdom for later. We're going to go ahead and change parks. Since that's the next park we are going to go to, let's see, we'll book for Haunted Mansion. All right. Hey, okay, real quick, I'm being seated for the Lion King show right now, but I wanted to note that I was able to do Expedition Everest at 12:55. I moved Flight of Passage to 1:40 to 2:40, and then Navi at 3:10 to 4:10, and then Magic later tonight around 8:15. Gives me plenty of time to transfer parks, go back to the resort, freshen up a little bit, etc. Okay, wow, yeah, Lion King show, oh my gosh, so good, so good. It looks kind of like it rained while we were in there, so that was good timing. But Expedition Everest sent me a select experience lightning lane that's valid starting, or was valid at 12:55. It's still valid, but it started being valid at 12:55. So we're gonna look at his eligible experiences, probably because of the rain delays or the ride is down or whatever. So this shows, yep, it was temporarily unavailable during your return time, so you can use these replacement experiences at any of the locations listed below. Find out where we can go, and we could wait on it to come back up. Yeah, we might just wait on it to come back up. And if we don't get to it today, it's not a big deal. I can just come back later and we'll see. So now I reckon we will go to Flight of Passage. So to Flight of Passage. I remember when the bridge that we're just getting off of was the line for Flight of Passage once it first opened. So I am extra super grateful for that lightning lane today.
Lightning lane?
This ride does have a second touch point. Wow, well, that was absolutely amazing. So now we're gonna go over to Satu'li Canteen, maybe grab a quick bite. Our next lightning lane is at 3:10 for Na'vi River Journey, and then we'll sit down at Satu'li and see what other lightning lane we can book for Magic Kingdom later tonight. Honestly, Satu'li Canteen is so good. I ended up creating a power bowl with the chopped wood grilled chicken and chili garlic shrimp and used the hash as my base. And I also picked up a Yovu fruit margarita with Terramana Blanca tequila and sour mix. Okay, we just finished with Satu'li, and our next lightning lane is at Na'vi River Journey at 3:10. It's 2:58, so we're real close. Let's go ahead and see if they'll allow us to clock in. Okay, so now we need to go in and book some more experiences for Magic Kingdom later tonight. Let's change the park. Let's go ahead and do Buzz Lightyear because it was just updated. Continue. View my plans. Okay, go ahead and select another one. So change park to Magic Kingdom, and we will do that's a low wait time for Peter Pan actually that's showing there. Let's do Space Mountain.
It's by
Okay. And we'll just go ahead and continue. And save those for later. Now, I did notice actually earlier, I think I said that the multi-pass experience that was given to me, or selected pass experience that was given to me instead of riding Everest earlier, had already ended, but that's not true. If you have a lightning lane that was canceled by Disney for whatever reason, a ride being down or whatever, they will give you this select experiences lightning lane automatically, and it's good till the end of the day. So we're actually going to use that right now to go ride Expedition Everest. I can get to reservation.
All right, and that is our experience at Animal Kingdom with Lightning Lane Multipass. We do have a few experiences already booked in about, I don't know, a couple hours at Magic Kingdom, but in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and go to the resort, check in, maybe freshen up a little bit, since we are going to Magic. Wait, no, that's a different video. Back to Lightning Lanes. Okay, now that I've checked into the resort, I'm headed to Magic Kingdom to use the last few Lightning Lanes. Okay, let's review what I've got left. I've got a 7:10 Space Mountain, an 8:15 Haunted Mansion, and an 8:25 Buzz. And the fireworks are at 10 o'clock tonight. Am I too early? Thank you. Okay, the reason the turnstile wasn't green is because I was a little too early for the window of time for my Lightning Lane. If that happens, sometimes they'll let you through. It just depends on the crowds. Regardless, just be kind about it.
Space Mountain is a thrilling high.
Hey, okay, so now that I've scanned into the second turnstile, I'm gonna go ahead and try to look for another Lightning Lane. Okay, I keep trying to check Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger spin to see if I can get an earlier time, because I'm already in Tomorrowland and it's just not looking like it's gonna happen. So I'm gonna go back and keep my 8:25 time, and I'll come back to Tomorrowland after I'm done with Pirates. Okay, so this standby is only 5 minutes, so it really wasn't worth a Lightning Lane. But I love this ride. It's a classic and it smells fantastic, so I'm doing it. Okay, we can book another one. Let's just see. Okay, wow, yeah, I'm editing right now and that was a lot of scrolling, but we booked It's a Small World, so we're just gonna jump to that. Okay, now we are going to go to Haunted Mansion.
Make room for everyone. There's no turning back now.
Restless bones in here. Resistance of every size.
Okay, so I got stuck on Haunted Mansion for about 5 extra minutes than what the ride should have been. And so I made it over to Tomorrowland after getting off Haunted Mansion, and we're gonna use our last Lightning Lane that we're gonna do for today. Shouldn't take long, but recently Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger Spin, say that 3 times fast. Recently it got an upgrade, so therefore we're gonna try it out. But we made it. And that concludes our Lightning Lane experiences at Disney's Animal Kingdom and Magic Kingdom. Disclaimer, if at any point I referred to Lightning Lane as FastPass, my apologies. Lightning Lane is the system that replaced FastPass back in 2021. I hope this video helps you make an informed decision for your trip and gives you an idea of how this Skip the Line service works. Don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss future videos. See you next time. Bye!